Menu narration option is set to off.
We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field. The Buckeyes obviously enjoyed the upper hand historically in this battle for the Illabuck.
And the Illabuck Trophy is actually the second oldest football trophy in the Big Ten, only behind the Little Brown Jug, Palmer. So this is some serious tradition. I don't know what...
Open runway ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with... can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Running to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illabuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass that's why they changed it.
A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Quickly out to the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the returner will be brought down. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get it back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win, but this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
The give to the lone running back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown Illini. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And the entire playbook is wide open on second and short like this. They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Collins. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Collins. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
And on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
The back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Leaves it with the running back.
Next up, second down coming up.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now on second down after the short completion. They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Illinois right back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. This rivalry more than a century old with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about looking forward to this rivalry. Your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. And Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Makes the grab. It's Tate. Got room at the 35. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked for a touchdown, Dave.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's past the 30. And he's running in the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. The Buckeyes get the first down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. It's so important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the left side. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Unleashes it. Working on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Pulls it in. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes battling for a prize like the Illabuck Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Ohio State and Illinois plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Wants to fire on second down. complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They're going to run it. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12.
At the 12-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Touchdown, Ohio State! They take the lead with the 6.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the misfire, now on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, wants to throw it. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And I don't care if I did it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The option look. He'll do it himself. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
To the ground with the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Able to get 1 down to the 15.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. Shakes off the tackle. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Avery. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
29. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're getting this guy lathered up. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back at the 16. Illinois lining up quickly.
Third down coming up.
Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
Fourth down coming up.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.